This is me 2.5 weeks later. Just with an update, just because. I broke my arm in 2 places. Yeah. Tore a ligament. Now I'm the bionic woman. Crazy. Hi. This is Lori from the future. Just to kind of recap what's been going on, or hasn't been going on. Hasn't been a lot of running. That's what hadn't been happening. So the day I fell, I did complete a 7.5 mile run, and I didn't know how badly I was hurt. And so that night, like, I went home, I iced my elbow, I took some ibuprofen, and I went to sleep. And I woke up the next morning and it was so swollen, it was hurting so bad, that I ended up going to the ER and getting it x-rayed. And the x-ray showed nothing. It showed there was no breaks. They were like, oh, you just bruised the heck out of it. Wear a sling for a week or 2 and you'll be fine. So that's what I did. I wore the sling, I went about my business, I took some ibuprofen. I couldn't straighten my arm all the way, I couldn't touch my shoulder, but I was doing what the doctor had said. Well, 2 weeks later, I still could not do those things. I couldn't pick up heavy things. The swelling had gone down some, but it was still really hurting and I couldn't straighten my arm. And so I ended up going to a primary doctor, and they were like, yeah, let's get some more imaging. So we did an MRI, and the MRI showed that I did actually fracture my elbow, that I fractured my radial head, my radius, and I tore my UCL, ulnar ligament, and I cracked my humerus as well, I believe. Like, my radius hit my humerus. And so I ended up going to orthopedics, and that's the clip with me and Bucky the brace. I affectionately named Bucky. And that doctor told me that I should not be running, that I should not run with that injury to give it the best chance of healing. And so on doctor's orders, I did not run. And so then I didn't run for 5 more weeks. So I wore Bucky the brace for 5 weeks, had to sleep in it. I was wearing it like 22 hours a day because I could take it off to shower, and I would take it off when I got home from work for like an hour just because my arm was so achy and it was so heavy. But I was very compliant. I actually go back to see the doctor again tomorrow to follow up, and we'll see what he says about physical therapy or whatever. I have been doing physical therapy on my own at home. I talked to some people, got some information about what I needed to do, and so I've been working on that, and my range of motion is getting better, but it's not perfect, and it does still ache and hurt, and we'll see. I don't know. I'm 40. I know I'm not 15 anymore, but I'm also not 70, so I feel like I should be able to do things, move, and anyway. So I started back running a week and a half ago, I guess, 2 weeks ago, and I ran two miles, and they were really hard videos to follow, and I struggled with those a lot, but I was excited to get back out there. And then I got the flu, and so I've been out of commission for a week now, again, because of the flu, and I've missed out on more training, and I'm really bummed about it. And I don't know what this is going to mean for long range plans, but for medium length plans, it means that I don't have time to train for the half marathon, and I know that, and I still haven't signed up for another distance, but I'm sad about it because I really, really wanted to do that, and I've been working on it for months, and it's really messed me up. So I'm bummed, but I'm going to get back out there, and I'm going to start training again. And my new mental goal is to do the 10K. In April. So we got to get to work. Let's go. And I meant to say too that I did do some walks during those weeks, but not near as many as I should have, as I could have maybe. It was bitterly cold in January, and it was really cumbersome having this giant thing on my arm, and I didn't want to get it damaged or sweaty or anything. And so I just really took the time to heal, and that I do think is the right decision for the long run, even if it messed up my short-term goals. So it will be my first 10K to do, if I can do the 10K. So I'm really hopeful I can get back up to that. I still have some weeks. I don't even know how many. Maybe like 2 months, maybe like a month and a half, to get some work in. So even if it's not like the best time ever, I think that's what I want to do is do the 10K. And I have looked into maybe doing a half marathon somewhere else. Mississippi holds very few half marathons, by the way. We are poorly represented. There's only like 3 options, and there's none coming up. Like, if I don't do this one, then I won't be able to do one for a long time. And that's fine. But anyway, I think that's all. I think that's all for the recap. Part of the story. Let's get back at it.